Bechor, you had a question for me yesterday?
Check it yourself.
You had a question. I sent you, yeah. I remember I was putting a lot of time into the questions today.
О, у меня вопрос.
Бо.
Сегодня было у меня суда Бенифа Бенидор с женой, и мы стали читать на Орех. И я не прочитал Рош Ходеш.
Ой.
Почему я подумал так?
Because you
Я
started...
еще не прочитал. Значит, для меня еще Рош Ходеш не зашел. Правильно или нет?
Нет.
Вечер.
Сегодня вечером. Что надо делать?
Все, прошел, спой, прошел. If a person forgot to say...
Подождите. Значит, Рош Ходеш когда у нас зашел сегодня?
Rosh Chodesh comes in whenever the sun sets.
That's it.
Все. Арвит помолился, Мусав помолился, Фахашнис. Солнце село, Rosh Chodesh came in, все. So you had to say, Alev Yavono, if you ate after night started, you have to say Alev Yavono. If you forgot, you don't repeat Birkat Hamazon.
I not forgot. I was confused. Do it or don't do it.
הבוא לימין גופתם בכל הקו, הלכות דרכו הלכות, ויגבוי פרעה משה מורת. אוכל עשים קודם נמר כונה בדקה. חמידי. Айсаш нам ромды.
Сколько Аврааму было лет, когда
Я
он
уже
женился?
прочитал, потом мне сказали,
That's what I asked before. How old was he when he got married?
That's what try to focus on your limited time that you have throughout the day, Gabriel Jones? To learn what to do, not to make any mistakes. Continuing. We left off on which number? Igor, you remember? Yesterday he had a question about tefillin. That's what we left off. He said, Rabbi, Bar Bechor, can a person wear tefillin on Shabbat?
No.
For practice reasons.
Yes.
Not to wear it, practice.
Bar mitzvah boy.
Bar mitzvah boy. He has bar mitzvah in the upcoming Monday, and he wants to prepare on Shabbat. Last time he's going to see his teacher. So yesterday we said not allowed to. Yesterday we said conclusion. Right, put it on. If you put it, tefillin, not the box tefillin, tefillin itself, not the plastic. Putting on the skin, problem. But if you're putting it on the shirt, or you're putting it on the skin but you have the plastic cover, not a problem. So ask yesterday our dear friend in the area, Joe, and he said, Rabbi, Gemara says if you find tefillin on Shabbat, on the street, and there is no eruv, on the floor tefillin, shojele.
а дети и пойти,
So you see on Shabbat you do wear tefillin.
чтобы спасти тефиллин.
Oh, so that's what I told him yesterday. I think that that's the reason. And today I found it and I sent it to him. That the reason over there the Gemara said you're allowed to wear the tefillin is because Chachamim said, since it only looks like you're belittling God's mitzvah of Shabbat, so Chachamim said, in order to save the kavod of the tefillin, you're allowed to wear it on Shabbat, in order to carry it inside a safe place and not to disrespect it laying outside on the street.
А если у него на нем был еще один тефиллин, куда он второй оденет?
Shabbat как один тефиллин, бехо?
Ну еще шаббат не зашел. Не, он не может мукцию.
Если Шаббат не зашел, какой мукцы, Джон Дедеш?
Не, я говорю, он был в тефиллине, еще шаббат не зашел.
Окей.
Вдруг идет, забыл, что у него тефиллин, и нашел другой тефиллин. Что делать?
Gemara says,
Меньше курить косяк, да.
Gemara says, there is place on your body to wear two tefillin together. That's the source that Shulchan Aruch brings. Shulchan Aruch brings that a person is supposed to wear two tefillin together. Shulchan Aruch, Nitani Arizal, Shulchan Aruch. Not true. Not true. Rabbi Yosef says, bring, I'll show it to you. Alichot, bring a good Yosef. I'll show you how good Yosef does it.
Let's see it, let's see it.
Yeah, I'll show it to you. Bring. Yeah, вот здесь тфилин, это простой, Алкут Йосеф. Кицур, есть алиф. Вот Симан Риз, Ламед Алит. Не сердце покажу. И Пидьоном Базар. Где ты это учился, Джон, ты идешь?
Имя не говори.
Только имя не говори, да.
Где?
Это...
Талмиды хахамим разговаривают, они меня спрашивают, это кто Мурат сказал? Я говорю, нет. Я говорю, это я сказал.
Ага.
Они вот так все тут, я не могу.
Так, это политик, политик.
This is the first one, Kitsur Aleph.
Политика.
Yeah, right there.
Давай, чтобы на кабале хорошо два одевать.
На, Джонни Дедеш, на. Come, read, come.
Сегодня ваш Хаврута там делает поляну накрывал.
Да, где? Oh, look at this, open. Look. Come, read. Ты просто как будто понимаешь. Идем.
אפשר תרגום?
קשה, זה גם באנגלית, גם ברוסית, עכשיו גם בעברית. רוסית זה בסדר? יופי, טוב. לכתחילה היה מן הראוי, the best, לכתחילה значай, the best. היה מן הראוי להניח בית זוגות תפילין, both תפילין, רש"י ורבנו תם, ביחד. שאתה ביחד. כדי שברכת להניח תפילין תחול על שתיהן יחדיו. For the ברכה להניח תפילין should go, יואל, on both, on Rashi and on רבנו תם. וגם כדי שיקרא בהם קריאת שמע ויתפלל בכל רכה, you have to read שמע and תפילה with תפילין.
בצור.
If a person wears tefillin Rabbeinu Tam afterwards, Shema прочитал, Амида не прочитал. Браха на Раши сказал, на Rabbeinu Tam не сказал. You see, it's not proper. Это я читаю книга какая? Не Коран. Ялкут Йосеф. Да, откуда
Как в одной
написал?
книге так чисто?
What am I making it up? I'm reading to you one for one.
Сегодня тоже читали вроде.
שזוהי קבלת מלכות שמיים שלמה, because wearing tefillin, saying Shema, and pray with that, that's called 100% mitzvah of קבלת מלכות שמיים. כי מקום יש בראש להניח שתי תפילין, because on the body there is space to wear both תפילין. וכן בזרוע כדית בעירובין, and so too in the arm, like מסכת עירובין, we just spoke about עירובין. However, כל זה כאשר התפילין קטנים מאוד, that's only possible whenever the tefillin is very small, which means, באופן שגודל כל התפילין עם התיתורה מהמעברתה לא יהיה יותר משהו שתי אצבעות, שהוא 4 סנטימטר. It should not be bigger than 4 centimeters, the tefillin. One, and then the second one. וביחד, together will be 8 סנטימטר. שואלת 8? 8 centimeters. Means, cannot wear the big Rashi and the big Rabbeinu Tam next to it. Nie пойдет. Or the big Rashi and the small Rabbeinu Tam next to it. Nie пойдет. Need to wear them both small. Now, says Rav Ovadia, and because it's very hard to find such a small tefillin, I'm reading to you the language. שקשה מאוד למצוא תפילין כשרים קטנים כל כך. Так тяжело найти, говорит Рав Ovadia. To kosher small tefillin. That's why wear one after another. Это не тяжело. Сегодня навалом. Бакол, микол, кол. הגופתי, דרוהס. בכל אותו, ג'וני דדש, BMW כסף. ג'מייקה אסטדום כסף. בעמים כסף מצים. העולם הבא שמגיעים פשקודות שמגיעים.
Я беру ордеры, ребята. Ордер беру. 4500. Красивый. 4500.
Ого, дорого.
Сейчас нету дешевых.
Вау.
Я только что 2 купил моим сыновьям. 8 тысяч. И уже подняли цены. But this is good riding. Есть такой riding, который видно, что...
500, וואו.
4.5 לבלו?
Да.
כן.
4.5 שקל הגיוני.
לא, 2 קטנים, זה יקר, אבל לא 4. Вот, вот, я читал тебе.
Все закончили?
Да.
Ну, я потому что я хочу это. Но он сказал тоже из того, что тяжело, чтобы было это. Он сказал из-за этого тоже, что маленький может быть проблема, что кошерный.
רבותיי, I'm telling you from experience. Bechor, I used to check a lot of tefillins. A lot. Many big tefillins were not kosher. There was one guy came to me with tefillin. I told you the story. Big tefillin.
How are you checking that?
I learned it. I have a license for it to check it.
Я принесу свои тфилин, вы проверите.
Я не делаю это уже. Ever since I'm in the Bedin, I'm not busy with this. Listen to this. Да, но это очень много времени берет, чтобы сидеть, спокойно проверять.
Раскрыть.
Да. So listen to this.
Вы же не простые люди с улицы, вы же люди с...
So listen. I told this guy, listen, this tefillin, it's not kasher. What could be not kasher? He gave it to me to check. He wanted to give donation to somebody. He said, I'm buying myself 2 small ones. This I'm going to give donation. Проверьте. I said, okay. I take it, I check it. I said, listen, this tefillin from day 1 was not kosher. No, can be, Rabbi. I told him it's not kosher. And I'll tell you what's the problem. There is one extra letter written in this tefillin. Can be. I said, I told you what the problem. You make your life easy. You're on Uchonobul. Uchonobul, Gmarot, Alachot, Gemara. I told him, take the tefillin, take the Siddur at home, check letter. You'll see there's extra letter here. Can be. I said, why can be? Why is it can be? He said, the last 15 years, I checked it already more than 3 times. I told him, I'm telling you the problem. Возьми домой, проверь. Хай, бадиду, розбо, ома. Все нормально, Рабай, буква я проверил. Нету, кашер. Not кашер. Хай. Then he gave it to another friend. Another ученый. He said, listen, проверь, пасур. Он мне говорит, пасур. Хай, проверь. Нету, кашер. I said, come. I showed him extra vav over there. I said, look at the Siddur, you see? Look at here, you see? EB. I said, Rabbi, the last 15 years I didn't wear tefillin. Большие тфилин были. А с маленький тфилин, вот он проверил. How many years ago you checked? 7 years ago. Кашер или нет? Вот. Он проверил, кашер или нет?
7 лет назад я проверил.
Huh?
משה בדק את זה 3 פעמים.
No, I'm not saying it's
מה זה לא
Hashem.
הולך תפילין?
No, he said, I didn't say to him.
חשבתי שאתה אומר שהוא...
He said, wow, what, for 15 years then you wear tefillin. I said, what can I tell you?
וואי, רציתי נכנס למשה ויצאו תפילין. רציתי נכנס לפילין.
It's too much time consuming, believe me.
А что, открыл, прочитал и все?
Прочитал. Это не прочитал, John, здесь там точки нету. You have to know, this Bechor is without Vav. This Bechor is with Vav. This Totafot is with 2 Vav. This Totafot is 1 Vav. This Mezuzot, 1 Vav. Ты знаешь, сколько это применяется там?
Рабай, а вы можете с ним...
Глаза вот так уже уходят. You have to be so focused doing that.
Рабай, вы можете с ним партнер стать.
С кем?
С ним.
What?
Сейчас в Израиле soldiers, they need tefillin. They're saying they need tefillin. Let him donate 1 tefillin, you'll check it. It's like you both of you donating tefillin.
If you donate it, בסדר, I'll do it for you. If you want to donate for the soldiers, no problem. I'll make mitzvah.
Можешь свой, а новый купишь.
Я только недавно купил.
11, שקו 11. ברשות, בכור גב תיאם תונו שנם. ברשות מוריי ורבותיי. שהכל means everything was created by Hashem's words. ברוך אתה אדוני, אלוהינו מלך העולם, שהכל נהיה בדברו. אברום דוידוב, עמידי את שמו גבוי, רבי עובדיה.
Там закончилось?
закончил, все, точка.
Нимса.
Все. Следующая алаха уже. Okay,
Все
this.
должны два тфилина.
That he says himself. He says that's the right way to do. Это не каббала, это халаха. По каббале это вообще обязано. Обязано, red line. По каббале. По халахе, he says also that's the right way to do. Но это неправильно, Бехор Яков Джон. Это неправильно. You have to wear, he says, the best to get there.
Но он говорит, он же только начинающий.
Даже начинающий, это Шулхан Арух для начинающих. Шулхан Арух это не для каббалистов.
Глазки бегают туда-сюда, он не имеет права делать.
Когда это одеть, его глазки одно место будет. Этот филин, на это глаз пойдет, филин, на это глаз пойдет. I'm serious. The power of two tefillin. People say, Rabbi, I'm not in the level of two tefillin, so I should wear one. Opposite, because you're not in the level, you're supposed to wear two. What's his name? Rabbi Lubavitch told to his students, back in the day when the Yetzer Hara was weak, one tefillin was strong enough against him. Says the end of days before Mashiach Yetzer Hara is so strong. You must wear Rashi and Rabbeinu Tam from Bar Mitzvah. Все они одевают большой Раши, большой тфилин Rabbeinu Tam from Bar Mitzvah. Большие, огромные, вот такие. Huge. А?
Два сразу?
No, no. У тебя голову пойдет в 2 раза. Одеть.
The Hasidim were both?
Снимает, другой одевает, правильно?
The big one, big one.
Я big one.
The huge one. Как Шимушарабат ты одеваешь на минха? Вот это такой, у них Раши, вот такой у них Rabbeinu Tam. But that's not the best, according to Arizal and according to Shulchan Aruch. According to the best is too small to get. I read to you. Okay, back to us. This was because of Masechet Yerubim. That's the source that Shulchan Aruch brings from this Gemara. That it says Machnitzan Zug Zug. Lama Gemara says Akerbi. Gemara says because Makom Yesh Barosh le'aniach shte tefillin. There is Makom, space in the head to wear 2 tefillin. So we see even the Gemara that is not Kabbalah. Gemara says to wear together both tefillin. Okay, continue. Yeah? Are we right now holding on page 60, 68, number 4. So conclusion, Bechor, a person bar mitzvah, can he practice on Shabbat tefillin on his skin? Munki or ne?
Skin man.
Very good. On the shirt?
Yes,
Allowed. Or with the plastic?
yes.
Very good. What's the reason? Why can't he put it regular?
Shabbat,
So therefore, say better, no? Shabbat, therefore?
muktzeh.
Say better.
He's not allowed to wear it.
Huh? Why not allowed to? Because it looks like you're putting the kedusha of Shabbat down. Shabbat doesn't have oat. I have to make support with the tefillin. It's not true. Shabbat has an oat. So for this chas v'shalom not to look like you are putting down the kedusha of the oat of Shabbat, Shulchan Aruch said not allowed to wear tefillin on Shabbat. Not on Shabbat, not on Yom Tov, not on Chol HaMoed. Clearly? Clear? Very good.
А если человек это
And by the way, who else passing like that I saw today? Rabbi David Yosef in Siman Lamed Aleph. He also says, not allowed to wear tefillin on Shabbat, Yamim Tovim, Chol HaMoed. And even if he writes, and even if a person intends not to fulfill the mitzvah, is not still not allowed. His intention is just practice, это не что mitzvah. Still not allowed.
А если человек забыл, что шаббат одел, кайфует, сидит,
Кайфует, חייב מיתה сидеть.
что это? Если он не знал, что шаббат,
חייב מיתה, John Dedesh, это сильный грех это. Disrespect the Shabbat.
чистит этот грех, ему
Человек
человек
не знает
в
почему.
больнице или где-то там на остров попал.
Это если он не знает какой день. He just got confused. No, he knows the day. If he, no, you can talk in case he like got confused. He woke up in the morning like every day. Where's tefillin? That's what he's asking.
מהו משל?
See, a person that got confused when he wears tefillin on Shabbat. He made avera b'shogeg.
שוגג.
Yeah, but he made avera b'shogeg. You have to be careful.
Дома одевается, едет.
Huh?
Дома одевается, когда едет.
Yeah, don't mind. But yeah, why are you asking this?
Потому что говорит, человек встал, тефиллин надел, пошел.
Yeah. The best Yaakov is to wear tefillin at home. And then come with it to Kaneso. That's the best of the best.
В Израиле в основном так идут.
Да, да. Here you can also do it. It's not so hard. Why стесняется? Чего стесняться? Habibi, you know, there was one guy that went to public school. We told him, wear kippah. He said, no, я стесняюсь. Как я кипу одену, я стесняюсь. I'm talking about, not right now, anti-Shemi time. I'm talking about back in the day. What does he say? Я стесняюсь. I told him, listen, do you have guys in school with this, they want to mohawk? Huh? Yeah. I said, они стесняются? Они стесняются? No, to go 1 foot high, Rabbi. I said, who's supposed to be more embarrassed? You that you make a God's will wear kippah, or this Shem ben Hamor that wears this mohawk on his head? Who is supposed to be worried more about? He goes with piercings, these mohawk tattoos, with his microphone over here, goes like this. He is not embarrassed. You God doing the will of Hashem, you embarrassed?
Ты не стесняешься быть гоимом, но евреи, которые такие ходят без этого, ты ходишь с ним, как будто ты такой...
Oh, it's not a problem. Zohar says it's supposed to do it. But in the Zohar time, not everybody did it. There was a one person that does it, everybody else doesn't do it. And still Zohar says do it. It's not a big deal, believe me. It's a matter of getting used to.
Кипу одевать?
Тфилин, одеть дома, прийти в Канесо готовый. That's the best way to do.
По дороге женщину увидел.
I'll tell you this. Gemara says that Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai didn't stop one moment from Tefillin. That's one of the praise that was about him. And the Gemara Masechet Brachot, Daf Yud Zayin says that there was not one person that gave to Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai shalom before he gave him shalom. Even if it was a goy. Means Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai goes on the street, he sees a goy with his tefillin on. The Yehudi, the Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai is tefillin on. And he used to give respect to every person on the streets of Shalom, even if it was a goy. And not goy, Donald Trump, respected person. Bashuk, Gemara says, Bashuk's night shirt. And the flea market. The guys, you go next to Home Depot, the guys that's sitting over there, to those people. Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai used to come first say shalom to them with the tefillin on.
Why?
To show the respect to people. Didn't say Ma'odomi Kalon Amo Abama Shalom to Tia. No, Mama Shalom is here. Anava B'Launich, Anava. Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai. So he show, and the Gemara says over there, he never thought bad machshavot Hirurei Torah in Be'otam Tunafim. In dirty places, he didn't think about Divrei Torah. But you see, he had tefillin on. Gemara said there was never stopped for walking with tefillin. So that's not should not be the problem. Problem would be if you will be praying next to the garbage. It smells bad and you are praying. You understand? Pass by, yeah. What can you do? Always you pass by, there could be a bad smell. In the shul could be a bad smell. People pass gases. Sometimes the garbage days, it smells. It's summertime. Always could be. It's doable, especially you guys live close by to the shul. What's the big deal? Do it home, come here. Not a big deal.
It's not comfortable.
Comfort is a matter of getting used to. Remember this rule. In Bet Gavril, they used to have chairs, if you remember the green ones, the old ones. They used to be a little bit bent, like like this, a little bit tilted on the back. Then they got the red chairs right now that they have. The first days, everybody said, oh, what is this? Not comfortable. What is this? They're so used to, laying, sleeping in the shul. Going like this. Right now, it became like this, straight. Not comfortable. Now they're all looking, wow, Rabbi, I got this chair to a few places because it's straight. I asked permission. So, Rabbi, such a straight chair. Where'd you get this chair? So comfortable. Comfort is a matter of getting used to.
Когда Беркат Амазон читаешь, на спинку стула можно облокачиваться или нет?
Why not? Allowed.
Ноги можно поднять?
Ноги no. No, ноги no. I didn't say ноги.
На спинку можно облокотиться?
What? Like this, like you're saying. Like you're sitting now.
А что, нельзя ноги поднять?
Yeah, what's the problem? It's not allowed, the Shulchan Aruch says, whenever you are in at Pesach time that we are leaning on the left.
Yeah.
He said that's not allowed. Maybe right now a little bit tilted, yeah.
Legs up,
But the going on the back is not an issue.
Это слышал, что
Legs
на
up is not
спинку нельзя
allowed.
облокачиваться, я уже
Legs up
сколько лет не
should not be.
why? You relax.
It's not so respectful. If a person will come to you, wouldn't sit like that.
We used to sit in the korpiche. The legs were stretched out.
Okay, it's respected like this. It's accepted like that. But when you sit on the chair and your legs are stretched out, it's not accepted. It's not respectful. Okay, we are, David, which number? Number 4. Says Rav Ovadia, is one allowed to send tefillin to his friend on Yom Tov? Bechor, you see a guy over here on Shabbat, on the Yom Tov holiday, somebody. You want to give him a gift. His son became bar mitzvah. You want to give mitzvah to him, give him the tefillin. Can you give it to him on Rosh Hashanah?
Вы можете ему
Он
сказать,
Суккот?
а отдать потом.
No, потом он уезжает.
Отдать.
On Yom Tov, can you bring the tefillin and give it to him or no?
Yes.
Says Rav Ovadia. Sefer Mincha, Sefer Michtam wrote, читаем, мне уже голос с Бехором уже ушел.
That it's allowed to send a tefillin to a friend on the holiday, and the reason to permit it is since the receiver is able to learn from the shape of the straps or the shape of the shins in the bed.
Oh,
Some say it's allowed since the receiver's happiness increases, and there is a special mitzvah to be happy on the holiday itself. Additionally, there are opinions that say there is no prohibition to wear them on the holiday. Additionally, having tefillin next to an individual increases his protection, as it's written in Brachot 23:8 towards the end, that Rabbi Yochanan entered with a tefillin wrapped with 2 covers inside the restroom in order to be saved from evil forces.
into the restroom. Rabbi Yochanan, Gemara tells us this. With 2 covers. So tell Bechor. Make sure Bechor gets you. If Bechor gets you, everybody gets you.
But he wasn't wearing them.
Make Bechor understand what you're saying. David.
Раньше.
Сейчас, без вопросов. Бога. Сначала ему дайте вас рассказать. Давид Бахавуд.
So, on Yom Tov можно посылать тефиллин вашему другу. Потому что есть такие мнения, что, во-первых, он может что-нибудь научиться от них.
On Shabbat, last Shabbat, I told you, I took tefillin out and I showed him, both etashim, this is the strap, this is, no problem. On Shabbat, you're allowed to move the tefillin, to learn from them. Yeah, second reason?
Есть мицва, что быть радостным на праздником. И есть мнение, что вообще можно одевать на праздниках. И последнее, что если вы одеваете их, это ваша защита повышается.
I know a person in Muncie, I remember, every place he goes, tefillin with him. Everywhere. Shabbat, shopping, goes to pick up his child, goes all the time tefillin with him. I asked him one time, I said, listen, every time I see you, you have heavy stuff, tefillin with you. Chodagoya. I said, you didn't learn? Tefillin is your protection. Said, this is my bodyguard. Everywhere I go, this protects me.
Пистолет.
Лучше, чем пистолет. Пистолет, если ракета упадет, пистолет пешибовом, Джон Дедеш. Если снайпер придет, пистолет не поможет.
Я изучал насчет тефиллин. Раньше в туалет нельзя. Раньше такие были общественные туалеты большие, там за чертой. Они ставили на окно, потом заходили.
Эмет.
Что стало? Одна женщина...
Took it, she said that he slept with me.
Да, и он бросился с этого и умер.
Right.
И они сказали, с этого дня
No
в
more.
туалет ходить с тефиллином.
But cover it with double cover. You can go to the toilet with tefillin if it is double cover. A person goes to terminal, airplane ticket, comes to the terminal. What should they do with the tefillin? Is he allowed to go with the tefillin to the restroom or no? Inside the bag.
Я подхожу к security, говорю, это подержи, здесь может взорваться. Я пока подержу.
Что взорваться?
Чего взорваться?
Я говорю, этот сукет может взорваться.
Я думал, туалет сейчас.
Только тебе доверяю. Потом скажу, куда я иду.
Okay, number 5. So, halachically, allowed or no? Jesse, what do you say? Can you take your tefillin inside the restroom and the terminal or no? If you have double covers, but the double covers have to be not special for the tefillin.
Yes.
Означает, the plastic that you have on the tefillin is one cover, but that's special for tefillin. the bag of the tefillin, it's a second cover, but it's special for tefillin. It doesn't count. It counts like one. But if you have inside the talit one, you're putting also. Oh, so the talit bag is not only for tefillin. It's also for the talit.
So that's one.
So that's already second.
How second? What's the first?
The plastic itself is the first.
Well, you said it's not the first. 'Cause
No, it's not two. It doesn't count like two. If you have many that is special designated for tefillin, they count like one.
So you need one extra.
Exactly, in one extra.
So the plastic one and the bag that is sitting inside.
Yeah, the bag that, but it's not special for tefillin. Regular shopping bag. Yeah, kasher.
Oh, like this.
Yeah, like this also fine. Because like this, it's not meant for tefillin only. It's also for tzitzit. That's why with this one you're allowed to. But right now they're writing on this. You see what's written over there? "Yevarechecha Hashem yishmerecha." There could be a problem because it's a pasuk. Pasuk, they wrote pasuk on this.
Not Hashem's name.
Hey, they wrote.
Hey,
Раб, вот есть тибетейка у меня была, там написано «Ихия, Дунейну, Морейну, Моравейну».
It's no problem. You can throw it to the garbage.
Но с ней я могу в туалет заходить.
Garbage you can put it also. Because it's no kadosh. It's not a pasuk.
Я могу зайти с ней в туалет?
Yeah, no problem. But вообще better to wear this kippah.
Why?
Because the other one, it's politics kippah. Some say it's not kosher, what they say, what they do. Why do you need the headache? Regular.
Когда это написано, они думают, что хабатник.
Yeah. No, not all Chabad wear that. The kippah that says Yehi is only certain group of Chabad that they wear that. That Chabad said that they are wrong. Это politics заходишь. Не надо это. Better to have.
Кипа струга, который есть кило, да? Струга называется.
Yeah, better to have regular kippah. Number 5.
Is
Yeah.
it allowed to take out the talit on Shabbat from the tefillin bag?
No. Question, $1 million question.
Answer. On
Bechor, you want to take out the talit at tefillin anivo.
Не может.
This morning I came to shul. The guy took out tefillin, put it down, took out talit.
Не может, не может.
Can you do that or no? Not Shabbat. Today.
Не может, почему? Тот, что первую руку взял, должен надеть.
Kol hakavod. Whatever you took in your hand first, you have to wear first. If you touch the tefillin, you have to wear the tefillin now. Make a big balagan. That's why you have to organize your bag. That tefillin should be in the back or on the side. Cannot be on top. You open the bag and chant tefillin nachod. It's a problem. So now, what if a person wants to pull out the talit, Shabbat, tefillin sitting on top? Let's see.
On Shabbat, a person is allowed to take out the talit from the tefillin bag in order not to be embarrassed sitting in the crowd without a talit, like how everyone else has.
Nah.
Or if there's alternative talit. for you to take.
Yeah, it's a good point. Probably it's allowed. No, it should be. This should not be allowed. Then. You're not gonna get embarrassed. If a person has his talit, my talit, by the way, got lost. I don't know, from Rosh Hashanah. I don't find my talit. It's around the shul somewhere. I had that beautiful decoration on my front. Disappeared this talit. Yeah. Huh? They sold it also, without me knowing. So if you guys find it, it was in a dark blue bag, as Lilu Nishmat written, and inside they had my old decorations. Already for a few weeks I can't find it. So if you see it,
Взял, наверное,
может быть, по мистейке кто-то взял, я его, не дай бог, не сужу. Просто если увидели, слышали, let me know. So I'll make sure to talk to him. So if a person right now has his talit in the shul, he's not embarrassed, he can wear it. But what if the talit in the shul, bechor, is dirty with coffee? Talit of the shul is dirty with coffee. Show him Mujahid. His talit, the kosher one, clean one, is below tefillin. Shul talit, dirty with coffee. Show him Mujahid.
שמותר, לדבר שמותר בהיתר ואסור.
שבועות ציצית. Why? In order not to be embarrassed,
לא, יש לך בדף שמותר.
wear the other one.
ואתה צריך את זה, וזה עושה לך...
With the tefillin one.
מותר לך.
Take out. No, but it's muktzeh. It's tefillin was sitting on top of it.
There's a reason you're allowed to.
I need it because I don't want to be embarrassed.
זה בסיס לדבר אסור ומותר.
А что ашканазы не
Потому что,
одевают
סיבה.
цицит, пока не женятся?
אתה לא צריך את התפילין.
That's minhag. According to Mekubalim, they're wrong.
Я и говорю, без цицита как он может молиться?
It's not good. According to the Mekubalim, they are wrong. But they remember, Ashkenazim don't follow Kabbalah. That's the problem.
Rabbi, if I have my tefillin bag at home, am I allowed to take the tefillin out and take the talit back to shul?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. What's the reason? Because the tefillin, it's like a pencil. If I right now have a pencil on this siddur, am I allowed to remove the pencil in order to take the talit? Why? Because I need the space of the siddur without the pencil.
Yeah, but Rabbi, this is different because the pencil you maybe failed there or you put it even not known. Over here you're putting always tefillin on top, but still you're making this
Basis.
basis.
Oh, Baruch Hashem, somebody said it. Now listen to this. There is Ramban, Rabbi Moshe ben Nachman, says, the concept of basis, the davar asur, only applies to something that you cannot move whatsoever. What is what you cannot move whatsoever? Which level of muktzeh? Muktzeh mehamad gufo, like a rock, or like a garbage, but or cheson kis, but pencil, tefillin, those things I could have moved. So if I could have moved the bottom part of it, as I tried basis, it's not settling over here because of the item that sits on top. I'm allowed to move. How much more so the item underneath that I'll be allowed to move. Got it? Basis is the base.
That's like the highest level of Muktzah.
It's not highest level. No. Basis is like you have, let's say, oil that you want to collect with the plate. You want to collect the dripping oil. Back in the day, they used to have oil lamps, right? These oil lamps used to drip. Can you put this tarilka on Shabbat and have the collection of the oil in it?
No.
Gemara says not allowed to. Why? Because this plate will not be allowed to be moved right now. It was until now movable. By the thing dripping, it will not be movable. You made it unmovable right now. You made it stationary. It was movable, you made it stationary. I can't move it now. Okay, very good. So therefore the talit, it's not basis ledavar asur. Got it? And how much more so that some say that tefillin is not even muktzeh altogether. It's kli shemelachto le'eter. We just said it, that you can learn from it. Some say you can wear it. Tosfot opinion on Shabbat. It's not obligated, but you could wear. Right, it's debatable. נכון? The only reason why we don't wear tefillin on Shabbat, because the Zohar said, Hayav Mita. If a person wears tefillin on Shabbat. So because the Maran says, because the Zohar was so strict, we are going to belittle. In the morning we have to wear tefillin. According to Arizal, tefillah without tefillin is not accepted. Tefillah without tefillin is not accepted. Arizal says. It brings Zohar. Abizatzel. And that's the minhag. All the Bukharian, I asked all the Bukharian shuls, what's the minhag? In their shuls, they all told me that we wear it in the morning. Bezat Hashem, this year we don't need it anymore. So, this year, Mashiach. פתאום סקיפה פג'ות יחי אדוננו מורנו ורבנו מלך המשיח לעולם ועד. Let's go. Next.
Number 6, whenever one is placing a kli shema aftola isur on top of a kli shema aftola cheter, does it constitute the violation of mevater kli mechachano, destroying a vessel or gluing it on Shabbat? This is because of the rule that generally a base to a muktzah object is muktzah.
That's the question.
Answer, and the tefillin bag did not turn into...
Anna, always your question is the next line. Mashiach is a Ruach HaKodesh here. Nah?
The tefillin bag did not turn into basis ledavar ha'asur, muktzah,
Oh, yeah, I brought the Ramban here.
to being a base for a muktzah item in this manner, since according to the Ramban,
Nene.
this rule only applies to muktzah mechemet gufo.
Anna, John Ramban.
It looks to me to support this opinion from the words of Rashi, who explained this prohibition is comparable to the laws of building, since after a person turned it into muktzah, he's not allowed anymore to move it. It counts as he nailed it. However, this does not apply to kli shema'aftola isur, since one is allowed to move it for the sake of the space of it or for the body of it. That's why he explained, that's written in Shabbat 154b, that the case with the loaded animal before Shabbat with glassware, that the Gemara suggested to put pillows and untie the bags loaded with the glassware so it won't break when it falls in the pillows. It's referring to old and used and unpleasant glassware. However, if they would be beautiful and new, will not be prohibited to move it for the sake of the body of it or the space of it, even though it's designated for a prohibited action on Shabbat.
Got it? Huh? Gemara says a story. Listen to a story. Story time, Bechot. Pregatovci popcorn. A person had donkey loaded with a lot of glassware. Stikliani veshki. Gemara says now Shabbat came in. What uspeu gufta, you uspeu. Shabbat also. What should you do with this Bechora donkey to leave the whole Shabbat, the glass on him? It's heavy. Says Halacha. Gemara says you cannot pick up the glass because it was used for something that is not allowed for Shabbat. It was taking blood. What should I do? Pick it up? Not allowed. The animal is going to suffer. Says the Gemara, I have a solution. Bring pillows, untie the load, let the glass fall instead of on the ground on the pillows, and then remove the pillow, and the glass is going to be on the floor. Like this, not going to break, and the animal doesn't suffer, and you didn't move muktzah. Says the Gemara, allo, padashdi. When you're going to make the glass fall on top of the pillows, the pillow was movable. Now, by you putting that muktzah item on top of it, you made the pillow stationary. Cannot move it. So you move the status of the pillow from being movable to become not movable. This is not allowed on Shabbat. Says the Gemara, don't worry. He's doing it for a short time. When all he wants is for the bags to fall, then he's going to remove the pillow. So since he's not going to sit there the whole Shabbat, it doesn't count like he nailed it. Good? Says Rashi, what type of glass are we talking about? Clean or dirty?
Clean.
Says Rashi, Ramban, it says we're talking about dirty. You know why? Because glass that had blood of somebody else, somebody would use it? No. So, what is that status? Like a rock. What is the status of a rock on Shabbat? Muktzeh, mehamad, gufo. Его цель, его вес, сама мукцeh, его двигать нельзя. Says this thing falls on top of a pillow. That's the reason the Gemara said, "Hello, you're making a problem over here." Gemara said, "No, it's a short time, therefore it's not a problem." Says the Ramban, but if this glass will be clean, putting it on top of the pillow, letting it fall on top of the pillow, it will not be a problem.
But if you close, you don't have to report.
Even if you keep it the whole Shabbat there, no problem. Why? Because it's movable. The clean one are movable. People can use it. Hold on, but it's used for blood. You're not allowed to take blood on Shabbat. You're right, it's like a pencil. If I have pencil on top of a pillow, and somebody came and moved the pencil away, or I moved it, can I move the pillow? No. But pencil was on top of it. What do we say? You can still move it. Why? Because the pencil is movable. The pillow underneath, it's also movable. So how can we explain the Gemara that say, oh, but you're putting a pillow, it's going to be stationary, you cannot move it? Must be that the glassware, it's not clean. We're talking about glassware that it is dirty. But if it would be clean, no problem. What do we learn from here? Says the Ramban. Shasuvas tefillin, Natalit, Shabbat zashlo, ibi yazabil. It happens all the time to people, especially now, winter Shabbatot. That Shabbat is in a rush, zabuvayit ljudi, and they forget that tefillin on top of the talit is zabili v'tashit. What should they do now? Huh? Can I take the tefillin out or no? The talit out or no?
Yes.
But the tefillin was sitting on it. Tefillin at the muktzeh. So if tefillin muktzeh, talit should be also muktzeh. Or berachot shchel megia, muktzeh kuamin.
Weil Shimon Megillah Kavason to zeal mitzvah.
Ну и что? Can I take money to give tzedakah Shabbat mitzvah? What? Can do it.
Шаббат только колесо руку протягивает, больше никто.
בסדר, вы хотите поставить колесо деньги? Why not? It's you move muktzeh for mitzvah, you say. It's allowed, no? So why talit for muktzeh, mitzvah is allowed? Это тоже muktzeh. Sarah Varia talit is not muktzeh. אבל תפילין was sitting on it. Shabbat לעשות תפילין בו לעניבו. It's not muktzeh. Why? Because the tefillin, I can move. Why am I allowed to move? I'm allowed to move, show you how shin looks, how the square looks, how the nut in the back looks. I can put it with the plastic on my head to show you how to wear it. So it's movable. So since the tefillin is movable, the talit underneath that, it's also movable. Aboli amin. Talit Rosh Shabbat, a person is allowed to take it out, even though tefillin was on top of this talit. Rabotai, you see a person that knows halakha, how his life becomes guided. Say, wow, I know right now this allowed, that's not allowed. Becomes already educated what to do and what not to do. Baruch Adonai Le'olam. Amen. Amen.